What is going on, guys? It is Patrick here, and today I'm back bringing you another top 5. And in this episode, guys, we're going to be covering the top 5 best Pack-a-Punch upgrades in Call of Duty Zombies. Now, the key distinction I want to make about this is not the top 5 best guns to Pack-a-Punch per se, rather as it's the best upgrades. So we're looking at a gun that goes from being not so good, then you upgrade it, and it becomes amazing. So we're looking at the actual upgrades themselves. Now, the other thing I do just kind of want to mention is that if I seem a little bit more quiet in this video, it's because I'm at university. I don't want to be too loud, as I do have neighbors and all that stuff. If you guys want to leave a like, help me out on that road to 100k subscribers, that'd be awesome. But guys, let's get into it. Alright, so coming in at number 5, guys, we have the Mauser, which Pack-a-Punch upgrades into the Boom Hilda. And this gun certainly gets flipped on its head when you upgrade it. It goes from being really one of the worst guns in the game, to be honest. I mean, it's mobile, it's decent for points on early rounds, but you know, it's a starting weapon. You're not really expecting a lot from it. And when you Pack-a-Punch this thing, it gets a scope on it, it stays mobile, and the damage goes through the freaking roof. I basically look at it kind of like the Ray Gun Mark II, to be honest, except it's just absolutely phenomenal. It just goes from being, you know, nothing, like really just a not helpful gun at all beyond round 3 to being really a viable option like all the way up to round 30. The upgrade on this gun is absolutely incredible and definitely deserves a spot in our number 5. Now, the only one thing I don't like about it, I gotta be honest, is just the fact that it doesn't have enough ammo, but even still, it totally deserves its spot. Moving on to the number 4 spot in our list, guys, we have the Spaz 12 from Black Ops 1 Zombies. Now, when this thing is on Pack-a-Punched, it's your pretty basic shotgun. It's semi-automatic, which is kind of nice, does a decent amount of damage, really not great for points, and just a gun I wouldn't recommend using. But when you Pack-a-Punch this thing, man, it certainly get that HGH going, those steroids, man. It just gets on the freaking juice, and it becomes a powerhouse. It becomes devastating. It becomes automatic. That's right, an automatic shotgun. It freaking reminds me of the A12 from Modern Warfare 2. This thing is absolutely ferocious when you Pack-a-Punch it. Not only that, but when you reload, it only takes one clip, and everything's back into it. So you can just fire 23 shots off, you reload once, you're right back to 24. You don't even need speed cola with this, or sleight of hand, or whatever you call it. It is just absolutely amazing. It goes from being, you know, just like I said, an average, really not great gun, to just the powerhouse that is the Spaz 24. One of my favorite guns to Pack-a-Punch in Black Ops 1 Zombies, because it's just such an incredible switch from being really not that good to being this thing that's just great for getting zombies out of your way, taking out hordes, and everything like that. So definitely deserves a spot on our list. Going down to the number 3 spot on our list, guys, we have the PPSH upgraded into the Reaper, which is my personal favorite gun of all time. If I had to describe this gun with one word, I would probably say cocaine. Yeah, this gun is basically cocaine. The Reaper is, though, honestly, probably the most accurate definition of a gun I've ever heard before, as it really, essentially, literally and figuratively is the bringer of death. The Reaper is just absolutely amazing and everything you would want in a gun in Zombies. So let's look at it. It's got the ammo of an LMG, got the clip of an LMG, got the mobility of an SMG, the point maker of an SMG assault rifle, the range of an assault rifle. It's just fucking beautiful. Everything is perfect. It sounds awesome and has an awesome name. The iron sights are magical. It is just the best gun in all of Zombies. It's good. Yeah, it's good. Not normally, right? So that's why it's not number 1 for me anyways, is that the actual upgrade, it doesn't go from being bad to amazing. It goes from being good to like godsend. So PPSH, absolutely just phenomenal gun. And when you Pack-a-Punch it into the Reaper, man, I don't even know. I'm surprised the zombies don't go running, to be honest. Coming in at number 2, we have the crossbow upgraded into the Awful Lawton, again from Black Ops 1 Zombies. This thing is one of the most bizarre upgrades I've ever seen in Zombies. It goes from being just a really shitty explosive weapon that it serves absolutely no purpose, almost honestly as bad as the SMR, to something that is beautiful. It's a monkey shooter. It literally shoots kind of quicker monkey bombs. You know, you're in a horde or whatever, and you pull it out, you fire off a bolt, and not only is there like direct impact and an explosion, but it attracts the zombies. It's essentially the wonder weapon that is the Vitrolic Withering, but in Black Ops 1 Zombies. It's so freaking awesome. It explodes, it does its thing. You know, you get a little bit of trouble. You see right there? Boom, you're good. You're always so solid with this thing. You want to just attract the zombies to their easy targets. I mean, you just pop it off, boom, boom, boom. Freaking just absolutely amazing gun. It goes from being so bad, like a 1 or a 2, to honestly, I think being like a straight up 9. It's amazing, so good, and it deserves number 2. And before we go on to number 1, guys, I want to cover 2 guns that I think definitely deserves an honorable mention. And the first one is the ballistic knife. Now, the ballistic knife upgrades into the cross refibrillator, I believe. And basically, it's like a instant quick revive. So what it does is you fire it out and it revives your team instantly. And it is really, really awesome. But the thing that really stuck with me is I found it isn't the most necessary thing to have. Now, yeah, it's an amazing upgrade, but is it really that useful of an upgrade? And for me, it was always, do I want that or another gun? And to me, I always would rather have another gun than the ballistic knife. So although I think it is a really, really good upgrade and a really good gun, even so, I don't want to put it on. And the other one was the Executioner turned into the Voice of Justice. And that basically goes from being a not good gun at all, like really bad, to a gun that's like effective till round 34. And I guess why I didn't pick that is I don't know. I just didn't want to have too many pistols on the list. And although it's freaking amazing, it's really laggy and just, you know, only 5 shots isn't really good for me. So although it's really, really powerful, I just didn't quite put it on the list. And coming in at number 1 on our list of top 5 Pack-a-Punch upgrades, guys, we have the Colt upgraded into the Mustang and Sally. There truly is no better upgrade than this. You go from being seriously the worst gun in the game. Now, yeah, it's decent for points, whatever. But I mean, the Colt, if you have a Colt, right? If you have a Colt on any round beyond like 4, you're pretty much dead, right? And it goes from like seriously being a 1 or a 2 to an absolute 10. This thing is phenomenal. If you have PhD, you can't die. You can't die with this thing. You get trapped in a corner, you just shoot at your feet, everything's dead. It's just a wasteland. It is a nuke launcher. This thing is so powerful, so absolutely amazing. There really is no better upgrade. There may be some better guns. I mean, obviously we're not going over wonder weapons, but you know, there may be some better guns, but really there is nothing that it just goes from 0 to 60 just as quickly and as amazingly as this thing does. It goes from being a pea shooter to a grenade launcher that fits in the size of your hand. Mobile, everything that you want, it's got it. Best upgrade, hands down.